Robots have developed formidably from being small machines with limited mobility to human-sized machines which can even look like humans. How do we fare when compared to the robots? We are living in a world where the boundary between real and less than real realities is becoming increasingly blurred. The people living in the 18th century couldn't have even dreamt of many things that we can now have at the touch of a button. Things have become so easy for us that we sometimes tend to do nothing at all. After all, we can have anything we want by barely moving a finger. But at the end of all this, the question arises, who is better, human or robot? Welcome back to the Genesis channel. As you might guess, today we are talking about humans and robots, their characteristics, work, and perhaps rivalry. We are sure you are looking forward to the video starts, so be sure to like and subscribe to our channel before the video starts. Press the notification button so you don't miss the next video. Well, we can't say much about robots in the coming decades, but we can certainly say a lot about those who are present and exist among the social elite. Now, let's compare some basic characteristics of humans and robots and try to assess where we stand. Adaptation. One of the greatest gifts of living beings is their ability to adapt to their surroundings. Be it animals or humans, we can easily blend into whatever circumstances we find ourselves in. Although it's not as easy as it sounds, it is still something that we are essentially capable of achieving, unlike robots. Logical ability. This might surprise you, but robots are much more logical when it comes to their thinking and execution of plans. The truly interesting thing is that we have bestowed them with this amazing gift ourselves. What's even more fascinating is that robots completely lack emotion, unlike humans whose decision and thinking may be influenced by certain emotional factors, which makes them faster, more logical, and also potentially more evil. But this is not some horror movie. Robots will just help us, right? Speech recognition. Although we have had some robots in recent times that have very nearly achieved this quality to a great extent, humans are still better when it comes to the recognition of voices and making sense out of them. We can hear what a person is saying, and by using visual and oral cues, we can fathom some meaning out of a sentence, something that robots can't do perfectly. Speed. There isn't much competition on this one, so you probably guessed it right. Robots easily trump humans in this domain. Robots are way faster than humans, mainly because robots are free from all other emotional, physical, and mental noise that humans experience. Thus, robots are equipped with better speed and endurance than humans. Their brains consist of the core functioning at its peak potential with nothing to hold it back. Repeating the same tasks many times. Robots are unable to get tired or distracted, which allows them to perform the same tasks in loops for a long time. Unlike robots, humans can easily get tired or distracted from the work they do, so here the definite victory is taken by robots. Thinking, planning, and decision-making. Thus far, and for a good number of coming years, this will remain a forte of humans. We can map out a series of steps that can lead us to a certain goal. This is what robots cannot perform, as they cannot plan ahead of time. Some people do this for a long time in advance, like selecting the boarding school of their second son when those future parents are still in high school. No wonder people are far better at planning, because they certainly had a plan to make robots in the future, and they did it. Empathy. While building robots that can empathize with humans is the focus of much current research, keep in mind that neither scientists nor philosophers can agree on what emotions are. Besides, no matter how sophisticated a robot's emotional equipment becomes, we still understand that it is merely a set of behaviors a machine has been programmed to sense and exhibit. As long as robots lack true empathy, complex human interactions will continue to require actual humans. Flexibility. Robots are getting better at learning and applying their learnings to new situations, but they are still far from being able to respond to unexpected situations with the same resourcefulness as a person. Most of the time, new situations will require human intervention and, when available and appropriate, new programming. And finally, to mention the traits that are obvious and that everyone knows. A robot is often electrically powered. Some robots can also absorb or get data from their external environment, interpret it, and give a certain reaction to the data or stimulus. On the contrary, human is organic individual. It is a he or she and not an it. When the human body dies, it will no longer come back to life, as opposed to robots that can easily be repaired. Although robots are said to show complex processes or operations, humans are far more advanced, in the sense that they have a highly developed brain that no robot has ever matched up to. The human brain makes us powerful, creative, and inventive beings in almost all aspects. Human beings are also highly social individuals. They strive alongside other people in groups called communities or families. They are capable of forming relationships and generating complex feelings or emotions, such as love. Have you ever seen a family of robots? Or robots in love? It seems as though people in the field of love are the definite winners, and that no robot is so emotional or social as humans. You agree with us, don't you? No matter how different they may be, there are still jobs in which humans and robots work together. There are now over 1.2 million industrial machines and robots working across the globe, and will grow as technology advances. However, there are many fields in which humans will not be able to be replaced, like artistic jobs that use our creativity and imagination, something that computers are not able to reach, and places such as hospitals. Whilst there are now robots that are performing surgery, not all tasks in a hospital can be undertaken by robots. They may have steadier hands, but aren't capable of connecting on a human level with patients. Robots are unable to show compassion like people do and should never be able to replace us when it comes to human interaction. Well, it's not bad that robots sometimes help us. The good news is that they can't replace us, and therefore don't pose any threat to us as happens in movies. What do you think about robots? Would you like to have a robot one day? Maybe it will be able to do some housework for you, and that'd be great, wouldn't it? Tell us your opinion in the comments, because we would love to know it. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications so you know right away when a new video is ready. See you soon.